So to Scump, thank you for everything. Good luck in your next adventure. Obviously, you know the green wall will always be behind you. What's on, guys? J-Hoy back with you today. Welcome back to a random video that I was not expecting to make today. And that's gonna be I don't even want to say like an emergency video, but I got to work early, right? Super excited. Come home, was going to be able to record a few videos, show you guys the new stuff I hung up, be super excited about it, you know, get a couple videos done. And then we get absolutely dropped with a huge bombshell. And not just any old bombshell. Has to do with optic yet again. And it's on your screen. This is the tweet, or actually, I don't remember which one it was, but it's something along the lines of "Thank you, Scump." I saw, and I'm like, oh, maybe they're putting a tribute to Scump because obviously it's his last year. You know, no big deal. And then I watched this 5-minute and 55-second video, and I'm not gonna lie, I teared up. That's for sure. You know, we just made the video. Actually, it's up on your screen right here. We made these two videos. Right? These are our last two videos we made talking about the new roster update, the new flex role, you know, the new roster, you know, the new team. And then, like I said, I get home from work and I see this video. So, first and foremost, thank you, Scump. Like, from the end of Call of Duty Ghosts. When did that even come out? Since, I guess it was 2013. Well, I guess it was towards the end. So it's probably 2014. Maybe it was even earlier than that. I don't remember exactly. But I feel like I always say the end of Call of Duty Ghosts was when I started watching competitive. And we're going to go through basically my Twitter feed here. It's not my Twitter feed. It's all the stuff I liked. But it has to all do with, you know, obviously Scump and everything. But ever since then, Nadeshot and Scump and Optic Gaming as a whole, right? They're behind me here. They've been the reason I got into competitive. And, you know, I knew it was coming at the end of the year. And, you know, myself and Ben, you know, we're very excited. We were both hoping, and hopefully we still plan on going to the Toronto event together. And we're going to watch Scump, right, his last year, you know, have a great time. And then we get hit with this. Or he messaged me. I think it was the second he got home. He goes, I saw Dashy was on the starting roster. He goes, I saw this video. He goes, I want to watch it with you. And I'm like, oh my God, that just broke my heart. So, of course, we watch it together. And, of course, at this point, like, I already watched the video. And for you that haven't seen it, it's on Scump's Twitter. You know, obviously, if you type in Scump anywhere, I know I'm blocking it right now. Actually, can I? Obviously, screw the Cowboys and Buccaneers, but Scump, Greenwall, Brick by Brick, Dashy, Seth, it obviously is Scump. All of that stuff has to relate to Scump. Like, the impact he's had on the Call of Duty scene is absolutely incredible. I mean, obviously, there's been other players, but I wanted to, you know, go back and kind of scroll through some of this, right? Because like I said, it made me tear up. So, let's keep going back through. So, obviously, after I saw the couple of tweets, this was another one. Thank you, Scump. Obviously, the faces of Scump over the years, some of them more renowned than others. You know, key points of his career. We just go back through. Hastro, some very kind words. Obviously, I'm not going to read every single one of these, but if you want to see it, you obviously can stop it, pause it, or even go check them out on Twitter. A couple of them I might read, though. Nadeshot, obviously, we all know him, his history with Optic Gaming. The greatest Call of Duty of all time. Scump had more impact on the success and growth of competitive Call of Duty than any other player to date, and is one of the reasons why so many players and staff get to work in the industry that we all love so much. Thank you. Love you, brother, he said. And I know a lot of people are going to say, well, Nadeshot had a similar impact, but yeah. But Scump had the skill added on to everything else. Like, not that Nadeshot was bad, it's just that Scump was always just above him. And always made it, both of them together on Optic. Like, those were the days. Like I said, that was the reason I got into competitive. We'll talk about the new roster shortly. But, of course, the COD League tweets out. Like, if they didn't tweet out, I would have been mad. Like, I really would have been absolutely furious. TP, courage again. I think this is the tweet that I saw. Help us celebrate Scump's legendary career. Drop your favorite moment from the king, and we'll start. And I'm like, all right, are they just doing like a touching thing? Like, it was a very, very surprising thing to come home to. I mean, you remember some of these moments. I don't remember some of these. Obviously, the champs win. This was Black Ops 4, I think it was. Yeah, with Karma and I think that's Karma Clayster, or not Clayster. Karma Crim 6. I think that's when TJ and I think Dash were on the team at the time. Man, those days. Was this when they beat Dallas for the first time? I don't remember this one. And then this is from Optic, Texas. So obviously lots of incredible moments over the days. Ashes has a tweet in here, former Gears of War coach. Now he's in a different role with Complexity, but obviously a good part of the Optic Gears history. Shotzzy, obviously Optic. And then this is another true thing here, obviously with Kevy Skills saying it. The end of the Optic dynasty. Every single member has officially retired from Call of Duty. Don't be sad it's over. Be happy it happened. Little tongue twister there. But yeah, Karma retired, what was it, during Modern Warfare or the year before, something like that. I think it was part of the CDL, right? And then I think he ended up going. Obviously, Formal did, actually when they switched back over through all the transition. Obviously, Scump, Crim 6 was, last year? Did we know about Crim 6? I don't remember. Or did he just, suddenly retire? I don't remember. Clayster, another, obviously, legendary name in the competitive Call of Duty space. Big timer, Big T, obviously. Pictures you can hear, just reminiscing. Obviously, that's when he was in the window screaming. Hex, I mean, I kind of expected a bigger tweet from him, but maybe obviously there will be more stuff. Flank with a nice picture there as well. JP, their current analyst, obviously he was first year with him, but still a bunch of great pictures there. I mean, I always loved seeing when Scump stood up, got excited, screamed at the crowd. Man, so many great moments. I could sit here and talk about it forever of what he's meant towards Call of Duty. But if you watch competitive, you follow competitive, you got out of it, the impact he's had. Some of the other funny ones I've been seeing, obviously not just from Blake, but from other people. Seth really world starred Zin, who is Methods of Boston Breach, and then hung up the sticks for good. What an icon. Man, that is crazy. Octane with some great words there. I mean, here's a good stat. I mean, you want to talk about how great Scump was. 95 events. Now, what would have been perfect, now we'll actually touch on it in a bit, but 95 events, 30 wins. That's like a 33% win rate or something like that. That's an insane amount. 41 finals appearances. Insane. I'm so glad he was able to win a champs like that. Him not winning champs would have been detrimental. He had to have won at least one. I mean, man, 2-time gold medalist, the only person I think that can say that. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because Karma and Crim 6 came on the second year of it after they got bronze or silver, and then Formal was a 1-time. So yeah, 1.0, this is crazy. A 1 KD, or I think it was in higher, in 47 straight tournaments. 47 out of, that's insane. 10 CODs with major wins. I mean, that's absolutely incredible. The World Series, this is what this is. The World Series of Warzone. I mean, that's insane. Look at this, too. His first tournament win was April 3rd, 2011. That's incredible. Last tournament win, March 6th, 2022. Last year was that stage 1? I think it was, because it started so late. Pred, man, I thought, honestly, regardless of how this team, I know we talked about it in the last one of the last videos, but I had a great idea in mind, and I wish somehow I could have, gave it to Optic in some way. But I thought Pred was going to join Optic after this year, no matter what. But now, it's like, well, now they already have a really good team, and a very good young team, and if everyone performs how they should, that should be a dynasty team. Like, I hate to use that word so soon, but that's a really good damn team on paper. I mean, yeah, one of the great videos. Was this a sweat banding video, the 88-0? I don't remember now, but yeah. I mean, yeah. It's crazy to think how many of us started with Scump and H-Shot videos on YouTube. So true. Like I said, Scump and H-Shot were the two reasons, two of the biggest reasons I got into this. We'll talk about the Scump clip. A great, videos and pictures here from FaZe Clan. Obviously the rival of Optic over the years, but still obviously great friends behind the scenes. Daniel, is it Sai? I think one of the guys behind the scenes at the COD League. Man, this is also true. As heartbroken as I am to see Scump retiring, this is just chapter 1 in a long story. The movies he's about to make is 100% content creator. Man, that's going to be incredible. He has the world at his fingertips. Like, that's insane. Then we got lots of great years. Yeah, 14 years in the scene. Lots of great years, like I said. Black Ops 2 League play in the Optic House. I mean, if you know, you know. Obviously, the best, the greatest there was, the greatest there is, the greatest there ever will be. I mean, there might be a player that surpasses his total wins of, event wins or, becomes a 2-time world champion. But from this era of COD, even let's just say pre-CDL, you look at some of the faces of Call of Duty, Scump's name will always be there. Like, no matter what you say, no matter how many wins some of these other players will get, I mean, it's crazy. Crowder, obviously, FaZe coach, the video from Revitalize. If I had a better computer, I'd probably play it, and we probably would have watched the video together. London Royal Ravens tweeting out. I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, it's crazy how much influence one person can have. Don't think we'll ever see something like this in the scene again. I mean, now is like he was such a huge face. Like, it's the same thing when one of the best football players retires, or basketball, or when Kobe retired, or when when LeBron retires. Like, it's the same type of thing. And even this year, I mean, even Ben put it, when the quarterback, the old quarterbacks in the NFL, even if you don't watch, of some of these names of Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Phillip Rivers, Peyton Manning, Eli Manning, those types of guys. When those guys retire, you hear about it. But then Scump's last match as a pro, 1.2 KD, the best in the match, most damage, team best, and then he won over Methods, a longtime friend in the league. And I mean, that's just insane. I mean, it's been such a journey. I know this is a longer video, but it's hard not to just reminisce in this, right? It's just absolutely incredible. But as we look not to move on as quickly as we hoped, Dashy already has announced that he's back in the team. And even Scump said it. Let me scroll down to the new roster here. Obviously, we kind of knew what it was going to be anyway, assuming that Brandon eventually was going to come back into the team. But here it is, already announced from Optic Texas themselves, our starting roster moving forward. Basically, Brandon back in the team, Dashy alongside the Zeo trio. Dashy, Hook, illey, shotzzy. I mean, we've talked about it earlier. This team on paper, and I know I just got done talking to Ben about it too. This team on paper can compete with anyone. They have the youth, They have the skill. You know, as long as everyone, and I mean everyone, not talking about any single person here, Dashy, if everyone can be a team player, this team can be the best team in the league. And no question about it, right? This is Dashy's chance. Like, and I would say last chance. Either he performs the rest of this year and changes himself for the better for the rest of the year, or I don't see him on this team next year. Like, even on the organization. Like, he's going to be sold off to whoever. Like, he has all the skill in the world. He has all the crowd basically behind him already. He's obviously already a crowd favorite. This is his chance. And I would arguably say last chance. But Optic Texas, let's bring home some dubs here. Let's keep going with Major 2, the qualifiers. And of course, Scump, thank you for everything. You're the reason I got into competitive Call of Duty. If you ever watch my video, I don't think anyone could ever say thank you enough.